Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal star refuses to commit his future to the club. Arsenal forward Folarin Balogun has refused to commit his future to the club in a recent interview. Balogun was sent out on loan to Middlesbrough last season in order to gain some valuable first-team experience. The 20-year-old only signed a new long-term deal in April last year, but he hasn't ruled out potentially leaving Arsenal in the near future. When I get back to Arsenal, I would like to sit down with the manager and see what he thinks, and we will decide what is best. I know that everyone will like to know what I will do next, but I would like to speak to him first, and we can come to a conclusion, said Balogun, speaking to TalkSport via The Sun. Fabrizio Romano recently confirmed to Cult Offside that Gabriel Jesus was a priority target for Arsenal this summer, so it's clear to see Mikel Arteta is keen to bring in another striker in the upcoming window. Signing a player of Jesus' caliber could make it difficult for Balogun to find a clear pathway to the first team, especially with Edin Ketia knocking at the door. Balogun will likely want to receive reassurances from Arteta in the summer that he will get an opportunity at the club, or he could be heading out the door in the summer transfer window. Arsenal relaxed about keeping youngster despite interest from top clubs. There have been a lot of rumors about the future of Bukayo Saka in recent weeks after Arsenal failed to qualify for the Champions League. The Hale End Academy graduate is Arsenal's most valuable player and one of England's finest talents. This makes it natural for him to attract attention from clubs around the continent, and Arsenal should be worried about that. On £30,000 per week, Saka is currently one of the lowest paid players in the Premier League, but Arsenal plans to offer him a new deal that more than triples his current earnings, which will reflect his position in the team. While Arsenal takes their time to prepare him an offer, reports have linked the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool with a move for him. However, The Sun claims Arsenal is very relaxed about his future, and they are certain that he would not leave the club soon. They believe he's too attached to the team and will be difficult for him to end his association with them. Saka is our present and future, and we cannot afford to lose the England international now. He is a player our current team is built on, and it's a good step considering that he is a quality player who is just starting his career. Losing him soon could cost us a lot of our recent progress. Manager says he wants to buy Daniel Ballard. Millwall want to buy Arsenal defender Daniel Ballard this summer after an impressive loan with the Championship club last season. According to News at 10, Millwall manager Gary Rowett said he wants to buy the Northern Ireland international when the window opens tomorrow, but it would have to be done at the right price, with Millwall's current record signing standing at £1.2 million, even as the second year becomes more and more awash with money. It has been reported that Arsenal are willing to sell Ballard this summer, but Rowett acknowledged that Millwall will not be the only interested club. Rowett said, "Would we want to bring Daniel Ballard back to the club at a price that we felt was the right price for us? Of course we would. But Arsenal have a good young player and they may have different ideas. The point is they may be open to it, would certainly be keen if there was an opportunity because he performed so well last year. Like any of these deals in the summer, they have to fit around what we want to do. They have to fit around how we see the team developing for next season. If they do, we can move forward. If they don't, then it's quite simple. We have to look for others' options. Daniel is a really good player. He's got so much potential, and I think a lot of clubs would be keen to bring Daniel in next season." In terms of loanees coming back to try and challenge for a place in Mikel Arteta's back four, William Saliba would be fair ahead of Ballard in the pecking order. Daniel may well be set for another season in the Championship, either on loan or at the start of a new spell with his permanent new club. Rowett is clearly keen, but it may well be a bidding war if there are many interested clubs, as the former Birmingham boss is expecting. Borussia Dortmund player Manuel Akanji offered to Arsenal. Manuel Akanji has now been offered to Arsenal, with The Sun reporting that the centre-back's representatives are looking to secure the Borussia Dortmund man a Premier League move this summer. Akanji has now been told that he can leave Dortmund in this window. Dortmund have already confirmed that they have signed Niklas Süle and Nico Schlotterberg ahead of next season. The Sun reports that the Bundesliga side want around £21 million for the Switzerland international. His representatives are working to try and secure Akanji a move to England, and they believe that Dortmund's asking price could drop further. The club they have contacted is Arsenal, and they hope that his relationship with Granit Xhaka may help tempt the Gunners into making a bid. However, Mikel Arteta's men are unlikely to take up the chance to bring Akanji to the Emirates. If they are going to sign a centre-back, it's more likely to be a left-footer, which the 26-year-old is not. Much may depend on how far Akanji's asking price drops in the coming weeks. Arsenal do not need to prioritize signing a new centre-back this summer. Their defense improved dramatically this past season, and it appears that William Saliba will be in the fold in North London next year. But Akanji has now made over 150 appearances in 4.5 years in Dortmund. FBRF lists Saliba as one of the players similar to Akanji. He's good on the ball and he's not afraid to drive out from the back. You would imagine that a Premier League side will make a move if he's available for less than £21 million, but perhaps Arsenal will put any potential interest on the back burner for the time being. Richarlison rules out a transfer to Premier League club amid Everton exit talk. Everton star Richarlison is said to have ruled out a move to one Premier League club. A number of top-flight clubs are said to be chasing the Brazilian ahead of this summer, and it looks likely he will move on. Richarlison was key to Everton's survival bid this season, scoring 11 times and assisting 5, but still only 25. It looks to have outgrown the Toffees, and a step up looks likely this summer. That is because the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal have all been linked with the move. All three sides are likely to strengthen their attacks this summer, and competition is rife. But according to the Sun, one team who don't stand much of a chance is Arsenal, with Richarlison ruling out a move to the Emirates Stadium. It's claimed the Brazilian's ideal move is Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain, but it's not clear whether either will consider a move for him this summer. In Los Blancos' case, it seems very unlikely due to them already feeling their caught for no European players. Fabrizio Romano provides update on potential Arsenal interest in midfield transfer. Fabrizio Romano has provided an update on Yves Bissouma's situation at Brighton this summer amid some lingering transfer interest from both Manchester United and Arsenal. The Mali international has been an impressive performer in this time in the Premier League and looks more than capable of making an impact for a Big Six club, but he's yet to get himself that big move. Writing in his latest exclusive column for Cult Offside, Romano suggests that Bissouma remains on the radar of clubs like Man United and Arsenal, but with neither of those teams currently seeming to make him a priority. Arsenal have been following Bissouma for months, Romano writes, but the priority is to understand if they can complete the Youri Tielemans deal, while Manchester United have yet to decide who will be the final priority target of the midfield. If a deal is there to be done between Tielemans and Arsenal, then it's perhaps fair enough if that's where the Gunners' focus currently lies, but it's hard to understand why United aren't perhaps showing a stronger interest in signing a talent like Bissouma. Paris Saint-Germain joined Arsenal in the race for 23-year-old striker. PSG looks set to battle it out with Arsenal for the transfer of 23-year-old striker Gianluca Scamacca. Super agent Roberto Di Fanti exclusively told Cult Offside that Arsenal had submitted a £25 million bid for Scamacca, which was swiftly rejected by Sassuolo, who are reportedly looking for at least double to allow their striker to leave the club. Arsenal aren't the only side interested in signing the towering forward, with Le Parisien reporting that PSG have now entered the race to sign him. The French champions have the financials to battle with any European club, so it will be interesting to see whether Arsenal can compete with PSG for Scamacca. However, Arsenal only have Edin Ketia as a recognized striker at the club as it stands, so Scamacca stands a good chance of playing regular football at the Emirates. PSG could be a different story for the Sassuolo striker, with Kylian Mbappe, Neymar and Lionel Messi already in attack. Scamacca may find it difficult to cement a regular place in the side. The Italian scored 16 goals in 36 appearances in his home country last season, so it's no surprise to see the big European clubs sniffing around him. Arsenal have just been handed amazing transfer opportunity. Arsenal have been heavily linked with Gabriel Jesus in recent weeks. The Gunners desperately need to bolster their attacking ranks ahead of next season. Now, Alexandre Lacazette has officially joined Lyon on a free transfer. This has left Mikel Arteta with just Edin Ketia in terms of senior strikers. Meanwhile, Gabriel Jesus looks to be edging closer to a departure from the Etihad Stadium. With Erling Braut Haaland joined City in July, the Brazilian would slip further down in the pecking order. However, it doesn't look as though Arsenal have made any breakthrough regarding Jesus' signing. This has apparently been due to how much City have been asking for the 25-year-old. But now, according to journalist Ben Jacobs, City's stance on the financial aspect of the Jesus deal has softened. I think Manchester City have, by all accounts, softened it a little bit on the lowest valuation they are prepared to sell for, he said on the Football Terrace. When we first spoke about this, I think the fee was £55 million in City's head, something in that ballpark. Arsenal definitely thought that was around £10 million too high. The situation now is that the value of the deal has dropped by around £10 to £12 million. So that's well within Arsenal's ballpark, and I think now City will let Jesus go for somewhere in the low £40 million. A player of Jesus' caliber for around £40 million would be an absolute bargain for the Gunners. Not only is he a world-class player, but he's also in the prime of his career at 25 and knows the Premier League inside out. However, Arsenal must move quick because there is no doubt other clubs will now step in and make their moves. Source close to Arsenal says Gunners are very confident of signing Youri Tielemans. Arsenal have been linked with Leicester's Youri Tielemans in recent months, and recent speculation suggests the Gunners are heading in the right direction regarding his signature. Last month, Fabrizio Romano claimed Arsenal had opened direct contacts for potentially signing Tielemans, and last week, the Mirror claimed the Gunners are confident of landing the Belgium international. Now, journalist Graham Bailey has corroborated the Mirror's claim, citing a source close to the club. Apparently, Arsenal are pushing ahead with a move for Tielemans and are very confident they can sign him. In addition, the Belgian has long had Arsenal in his sights, and Leicester have accepted his leaving. We have managed to get a hold of a source close to the club who confirms that intent that the club are pushing ahead with this. They are very confident of getting him, Bailey said on the latest episode of Talking Transfers. They have spoken to the players' camp at length. Leicester are accepting that the player is going now. He's got a lot of interest from around the world, but I think he fancies a move to London. He's ready for this. He's long had Arsenal in his sights, Tielemans, and I think he ticks a lot of boxes for Arsenal. Tielemans, who Brendan Rodgers has deemed one of Europe's top midfielder, left the door open on a summer move earlier this week. The press asked him about his Leicester future at a press conference ahead of Belgium's Nations League meeting with Poland. Arsenal could do with signing a top quality number 8 this summer, and there aren't many realistic and attainable targets who are better than Tielemans. The £40 million rated Belgian ticks so many boxes for Arteta. He is incredibly talented, versatile, can get goals and assists, and has plenty of Premier League experience. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.